Hello students, congratulations to all of you for successfully passing out class 5 and promoting to class 6. We all know that we are all going through a very tough time after your result where the classes should have been resumed from 3rd of April. We are all at home. We are just supporting the lockdown being announced by our Prime Minister. It's for a good reason. It's for a good health. It's for everything, for a good future, because the country and we all are facing coronavirus problem, some serious health issues. But studies cannot stop. It should go on. We are at home enjoying our holidays, but beside enjoying our holidays, we should all study. So, our school has decided to provide you with online classes, and I am a part of that. And as a part of that, I have taken up the responsibility of teaching you all class 6 students English. So, you all know me as an English teacher, and I am giving you all English classes. So, in class 6, we study English, which we divide into two parts. That is literature and grammar. I would first suggest you to make two copies, one for literature and another for grammar. We all know that shops are closed down and we are not supposed to get any copy. That is a common question you may ask. But you can utilize the leftover copies of your last session, that is the last class, and start your work. I would ask you to devote at least 2 to 3 hours in a day for your studies. We all know that we do not have book. Some got book, some do not have book. Me as a teacher also, I don't have a book, but then also I will give you the class. The first chapter that we are going to do in literature, today we are going to do literature, and the first chapter that we are going to do in literature, that is in your NCERT Honeysuckle book. We all know that we are following NCERT Honeysuckle. And the first chapter is Who Did Patrick's Homework? Before I start with the chapter, I would suggest you all that those who do not have the book, please go through e-Pathshala. You can download e-Pathshala and you can refer the book. Everything is over there available. You can go through chapter wise and read the chapter. So my duty over here is to first of all summarize the chapter, and your duty is to read the chapter thoroughly, and you have the word meaning. The first assignment that is ready to you is to write in your copy the word meaning. Now let me start summarizing the chapter. Who did Patrick's homework? It is a fairy tale. Okay? So we all know that fairy tale or folk tale is really interesting, and also it gives us some moral or lesson. It is a story of a young boy of your age, 10, 12 or 13 years of age. A boy who goes to school, who study. But the difference is this boy does not have any interest in studies. Instead of studies or academic, he is more interested in games. Games like volleyball, cricket, basketball and Nintendo. His teacher, his friends make fun of him. His teachers are worried. His parents are worried. Sometimes his teacher says that, "Why, Patrick? Why you are so ignoramus?" You get a very new word, the word ignoramus. If you go through the chapter, you will get the meaning of this ignoramus word, which means ignorant towards studies. But Patrick doesn't want to change his way. Whoever suggests him, whoever advises him, he just very much ignorant to all the advices. But we all know that there is always a change that comes. And that came in Patrick's life also. One day, Patrick was playing in his living room. The living room is well decorated with sofa, with center table and the dining table and everything. Now, the Patrick has a small cat also who was playing on the dining table. Patrick never noticed that the cat was playing with a small doll. So he was just near to the table when he heard a very faint voice asking him to help. Help me, please, and save me from the cat. Otherwise, the cat is going to kill me or eat me up. The faint voice says. The Patrick searched here and there, looked here and there where the voice is coming. And then he found that, okay, the voice is coming from the little doll the cat is playing with. He goes near to it and he went near to it and found that it was the small doll that was speaking. So he snatched the doll from the cat's mouth. And now, to his surprise, he was really very surprised that the small doll could speak. The small doll was wearing a trouser and breeches. Breeches, you can say, you'll be finding the word meaning in the book also, and if you go through the dictionary, you'll be finding it's an old word which is used to wear for the coat that is being wearing. And also he was wearing a hat which most of the time in the older times the witches and the wizards used. So he asked, "Who are you?" The doll answered that I am an elf, and if you save me, whatever you wish, I'm going to give you. Now Patrick gets a chance. He gets a great chance that, okay, if I wish that the elf should help me or do all my homework. So he said to the elf that if you do all my homework, I'm going to save you from the cat. But if you don't do it, I'm going to return you to the cat. The elf was very afraid, very scared. So he said that please do not give me to the cat and I'm going to do whatever you want. So Patrick now started. He gave all his books and copies to the elf to start with the homework. So the first subject he picked up is English. There's a vocabulary. Now elf doesn't know anything about English or anything about the vocabulary. So he asked Patrick to help him. Go get the dictionary and find the word meaning. Patrick did the same thing. Next subject he picked up was maths and the numerology, the numbers. The elf did not have any idea of what maths is. He asked help from Patrick and Patrick did the same thing. Next he went for history, civics, geography and science, and Patrick had to run to the library, get the books, study all night, and he just did all the hard work just only to help the elf do all his homework. Waking up night, studying in the morning, his eyes swelled up. He had to go to school also. He had to do everything, and the day came when he was supposed to get the grade that he was really waiting for, because everyone made fun of him, teachers scolded him, parents worried because he never did his homework. But this time, with the help of the elf, Patrick completed his homework. Now the day is over and he submitted all his homework. It surprised the teacher, it surprised the friends that Patrick got a grade in all his homework. Patrick too was surprised. Okay, he got such a good grade. Teachers smiled at him, praised him. Parents were really surprised that is the same Patrick who never did his work, who never interested in studies, never interested in academics and everything, but he did it. The last day, elf slowly and very silently left the house. Slowly and very silently left the house. Everyone was happy. Patrick was happy. But who did Patrick's homework? Isn't it a surprising question? Was it the elf who did the homework, or was it Patrick himself did the homework? According to me, if you go through the end of the story, it was Patrick who did all the hard work. He only searched the vocabularies from the dictionary. He only got all the books from the library, studied. He only solved all the maths. It was Patrick who did homework. So this is the story all about, which gives us the lesson that hard work, the instinct is in us only, but it's only the thing that we have to ignite the instinct, and that's the thing, and that Patrick did it silently. As a folktale says, it's just a folktale to inspire that it's the elf, that small elf is in ourselves only, and we have to bring out that elf to do our work. So this is a very lovely story, and I would like you all, those who have the book, please go through the chapter. Do not waste your time and do all the word meaning from the book. Also, you do have exercises in your book. I would ask you to please try to do the exercises in your copy, and even the question answers also. If you get any problem, you can get the help from your NCERT solutions. Thank you, students, for listening to me.